What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Raiders rebuild series. We are ready for week 1 against Kansas City. Let's take a look at our schedule because the schedule is going to get... So as you can see, we start 2 on the road before coming home against the Jets. And then we're back on the road against Bills. So 3 of the first 4 on the road. That's going to be a tough challenge. And then we come back in Green Bay, 2 more on the road at Chicago and at the Chargers before we come back home against the Chiefs. And then we have 4 of the next 5, including a bye week, at home. Actually, when I look at it, it's 5 of the next 6 at home before going back on. So the majority of the home schedule is in the second half of the schedule. That's going to get interesting. Let's take a look at the roster one last time really quick. We did make a few moves from the end of preseason to week 1. We got Tyrod Taylor as the backup. Kurt Bankert's going to be our 3. We got some depth on the D-line. Yeah, we got some depth on the D-line. We signed out Daquan Jones just to get a little bit more depth on the interior D-line. Hopefully that's going to help us. That's going to help us going forward. We made sure we signed Julio Jones. Apparently, in the preseason, he was released, and so we made sure we got him back. So honestly, I think we have a strong 4-wide core we can do a lot of work with. We also signed Donald Parham to back up Waller. So I like what we have with this roster so far going into week 1. We got a tough challenge. Ready to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I know this is not going to be an easy game whatsoever. Excited, nervous. I know it's going to be the rebuild is going to be a stretch. It's going to be a process, but I'm excited for this. Quarterback is definitely something we'll be looking at going forward, pending how Sam performs. And we kind of just go from that and kind of see, we could add to the line. We could get defense. We can, we go from there, right? We kind of see how we do during the season. And it is game time. So I will step aside for the game. I'll take you to Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis. Guys, as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. First time doing the series. This is episode 2, week 1 of the 2023 NFL season. I don't know why I was thinking 24. Week 1 of 2023 NFL season is your Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I will see you after the game.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage.
But officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Mahomes now on first down. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Zay Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Darnold. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Faking the give, Darnold. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Holding offense.
Right, tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. On first down, it's Darnold. Slant to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
A lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Darnold. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And again, it's Mahomes. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run?
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Quickly, a slant to Renfro. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there. That takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And get measured for the gold jacket.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And quickly to Kelsey. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Open man, that's Renfro. 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Darnold. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On 1st down, Darnold. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So Sam Darnold in the offense, down by 15, 2:24 to go. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And that's complete to Adams. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold, left side completion to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete.
It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Darnold. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
All right, so that's not exactly how we wanted things to go, but that game ended up being a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. We just a lot of mistakes, honestly, just a lot of mistakes. So definitely a lot to build off of, which I like. Saw some good things, saw some really bad things. So, you know, again, one game down, 16 to go. And it's a media question. What we got to answer? Many folks, including yourself, thought this team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? I mean, This is a new team, truthfully. So I'm not going to worry about what happened last season. That is what it was, and we got to move forward. Like I said, we saw some good things, and then we saw some bad things. We were in it till the very end. So that's really, we got to move forward with it. We got to build off of it. We got to build off the positives. So that will take us to week 2, and that will end episode 2 of this Vader's Rebuild. Guys, thank you guys so much for coming by. I hope you guys liked the video. Again, as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you so much again. And as always, take care of one another. We will see you next time.